Graey, Introduction. People are the rulers of good and evil. God and the devil are like salesmen or recruiters, trying to embrace regular people into working for their purpose. Both demigods abhor, but need each other. They know their counterpart is essential for their own existence, so they strive for control over each other, to maintain a majority of people assigned to their cause. Through millennia, an equilibrium has been achieved, where an equal number of people are being assigned to each cause at birth. But no one would be prepared for a clerical error that would shift the very nature of that balance. We will follow John, a seemingly regular guy who through a clerical error has been assigned to both factions. In a world where everyone are consumed by their purpose and singularity, John is the only one who walks the line of good and evil. Unknowingly, he has managed to reach the age of 35, living in his unique way undetected. Social interactions in the flesh are rare because everyone are always busy and only communicates through the main network. There, people value each other in actions taken for the cause and nothing else. Everyone is a cog in a big wheel, never questioning their purpose, only fulfilling demigod assignments. As such, John has always assumed everyone else did what he did, fulfilling assignments for both factions. What he doesn't understand is that for each assignment he fulfills, the energy decreases for both factions. Being just one person, this value has always been accepted and unnoticed, but if more were to follow in his footsteps, it would become catastrophic for the manipulating demigods. Act 1. Waking up was never a problem for John, but staying awake was hard. Doing monotonous tasks for hours on end was not in his nature, but this was not something he would dwell on, as today he would perform tasks for the black demigod. While entering the cold plasma cleaning chamber, like every morning, a thought unlike anything he ever had made him shiver up his spine. As quickly as it appeared, it disappeared. Exactly what it was, he couldn't say, as his emotional control chip probably took care of it. All is one is all, John repeats in his head, while consuming his daily motivational content in the plasma shower. Criticize change, embrace death, feels very intriguing today, like something that's inherently true no matter what, he thinks. After being cleaned, he hears a clink and then sploosh as he walks up to the eating area. A gray, viscous material drops on a plate, and he feels how his mouth starts watering. An itch-like sensation pulls him closer to the plate. Looking at it intrigues him, and he maniacally begins to devour it with his hands. During this, his rumbling stomach sends signals of relief and comfort, but they quickly turn into anger and greed as the amount is not enough for John. Desperate measures are taken to consume every last drop of matter. After licking the plate clean, and while clawing at the rusty outlet the fluid came from, he notices some of it had splashed on the floor. To his fear, a cleaning robot quickly approaches and he throws himself on it. Having worked most of his life in solitude at a robot factory, he knew all the flaws of it and could quickly tear it apart. After licking up every last drop, John, with a smirk on his face, looks down at the disassembled robot and grey discoloration on the floor while feeling a sense of pride. Having finished his morning routine and not giving the last interaction much thought, John prepares to head out, as today is the first day of his new job. This will be the first time he has a job with social interactions, one of the very few he knows of. This does not excite nor discourage him, but the change of routine and doing something new brings some feelings of disgust. Act 2. Arriving at the building, John is trying to get the attention of a receptionist equipped with an ergo-lipid eye transponder. Covering the eyes, ears and mouth, it can take full control of all the senses. Asking loudly, "Hello, I know I'm early, but can you tell me which floor the robot development is on?" To which only some gurgles can be heard from the receptionist, while vaguely pointing towards a tiny sign which states, "To request the assistance of active desk assistant attendant, please fill designated form BD314 to apply for a spot in the numbered virtual line queue. By reading, you are accepting the terms of service and charges may apply. Thank you for your understanding." While reading this, the receptionist calls out, "New arrivals for the robot department should proceed towards building G12. John starts walking towards the building, where this process is repeated 2 more times to know which floor and room he will be working from. 3 hours have passed, and John is finally in his office, neatly organized, but with a ludicrous amount of sticky notes attached to every single object, containing a short description of what not to do with them, written in gradually decreasing text size and often ending mid-sentence, as if the writer couldn't grasp the idea that they can't document every possible mistake on a tiny note, and kept repeating it in insanity. One phrase stands out to John which states, "This statement is false." While setting up his office, an announcement is made telling all workers to get in their designated queue for a sustenance refill. John clearly observes people in his line pushing and shoving, while in the opposite, they walk uniformly. Another discrepancy is the food, where John is served the same stuff he had for breakfast, but the others get meticulously crafted plates with a whole range of ingredients arranged in an artsy manner. While eating, or more correctly devouring his food, some conversations at the other tables can be heard, but at John's table, they are all busy eating and only those sounds can be heard. When the plates are cleaned, John is asked what he thinks about the new toilets, where John answers, "I have not used them yet. This is my first day." Now everyone at the table is looking at John, and phrases like "fresh blood" and "I can smell the fear on him, he won't last" can be vaguely discerned by John. Continuing on his first question, the stranger says, "Well, you will soon find out why new is bad. The toilets are terrible. It was a horrible decision to buy them." As another announcement is made, everyone quickly rises from their seats and starts walking back to their work. While walking back towards his office, John gets a glimpse of eye contact with one in the other group. And that same feeling appears as this morning. Confused, John quickly breaks it and hurries towards his office.